Hey, it's Victor again from Social Firestarter. Today I want to talk about keyword difficulty in regards to selecting them for your campaign. So if you are a law firm that needs to work on some new key terms, or maybe you're restarting or beginning a new campaign for SEO, and you are probably wondering, what keywords should I focus on and how many of them should I work on simultaneously? So these are great questions to really ponder at first, because this is what is going to decide how you prepare and how you organize the campaign. So of course, the more keywords that you want to rank on, the more of them that you work on at once, it's going to increase your costs, of course, because there's just a lot of different mentions that need to be earned or gained for each of those keywords that you might be trying to rank for, unless those keywords all pretty much represent the exact same search. So if you think about the intent behind the search query, as in, I'll give you some example of keywords that are essentially the same thing and can be worked on using the same page, and a lot of times can be gained with basically the same type of strategies involved. Like, you don't have to kind of segment the work. So an example of that would be personal injury attorney, like personal injury attorney near me, personal injury lawyer near me, injury lawyer near me, injury law firm near me. All of those essentially mean the same thing. So if you can group up the keywords to basically the exact same search query, you can look at that as working on one main category of a set of keywords. So that might simplify things for you, but you're probably thinking, well, I handle lots of practice areas. Does that mean that I have to be building links for each one? Well, you kind of do. If you want to make a really good effort to obtain those ranks. But if you actually have proper on-page structure, if your website is nice and organized, it's neat, it's Google friendly, you actually get a little bit of a benefit towards other key terms, even if you're not directly building links for them. So one example I can give you is, let's say, the distinction between a car accident lawyer and personal injury lawyer. While a personal injury attorney is handling, the case that both of those different clients are basically looking for help with, it's a personal injury lawyer that's going to take on the car accident case, right? But you would want to have a separate page for car accidents. Now, if you build links to the car accident page, or if you obtain mentions online for being a good car accident attorney, you do actually get a little bit of a benefit that spills over towards your other pages. So of course, if you have a very well built website and you have other pages representing other practice areas, you can now start to benefit with more than one keyword from the same amount of work. Now again, you end up diluting the campaign if you don't provide specific mentions for each specific keyword, but you can take that and think about the competition and use that to understand what type of campaign you're really going to have to put together. So as far as keyword difficulty, which ones to choose, I know a lot of people, they'll ask, should I just go for the easier keywords at first and then work my way towards the more difficult ones? Now, the only issue with this, because it might seem like a good idea, right, to work on easy keywords and try to get as much value as you can from the few leads that might come through. Might seem like a good idea, but if you create a website that only targets those weak ranks, there's no way that you're creating the proper on-page structure that a law firm's website should have. And if you can't do that, then you're really putting yourself at a huge disadvantage towards everybody else that is. So it's kind of like a tough part there. You do have to technically build a website that is targeting those top-level competitive keywords, because that's really the only way to build a proper law firm website that fully covers all of the content regarding those practice areas, which of course is what Google looks for, is all that nice quality information to answer everybody's questions. So in other words, you shouldn't think about working on one set of key terms versus another. So right here I have an Ahrefs. I just pulled up 2 different keywords for Orlando. Slip and fall attorney. So without going too much into these numbers, you can get a keyword difficulty scale here. Obviously it's not perfect, but in this situation you can tell that this keyword is way more difficult to rank for in Orlando than this one here. Now, does that mean that you should build a website that only talks about slip and fall accidents and just skips over all the personal injury keywords? No, because it's really not going to benefit you. You're going to be missing some information that your competitors have on their websites. So, you would actually want to be building a website to target both of these, but if you still want to target the easier keywords, you can do so with your off-page work, trying to gain those mentions for the easier keywords first. But a lot of times when you really look into the effort that it takes to do that, it really, you can start to see why it just benefits you a whole lot more to actually prioritize those really competitive keywords, although it might take much longer to acquire the visibility on them. But those are my thoughts regarding the selection of keywords, the difficulty of keywords, and how many you want to incorporate on your law firm's website. Let me know if any of this confused you, or if you're stuck somewhere along the process. Again, if you're looking for more information about how to rank your law firm, or how we specifically accomplish that, head over to lawyergmb.com. That's lawyergmb.com. It should be in the description section also, but that'll be it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and I'll see you on the next one.